simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk about Alabama. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continue to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools. And
there he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Auburn lines up quickly.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. He'll take it himself. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
He is counting his lucky stars there. So lucky that ball went out of bounds, and they're going to maintain possession because they've got to stay in field goal range at this juncture of the game in the second half. Every play matters, and moving forward, you know this guy's going to have two hands on the ball.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, better look out! Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Rides the back and leaves it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Gets it to the back. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Russell. Flips it out to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll test the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Dyer. Got a man, it's Simmons. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give on the option. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to his 5-yard line. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That's reeled in at Simmons. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And the try is no good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if this guy's going to get another shot at it. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. There he goes. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And he wasn't able to push the ball downfield, so it turned into check down Charlie, and they didn't get it to the sticks.
It's the only place the quarterback could have gone with the ball race. That was the only spot for a play to be made. You just try to get it to your running back. You hope he can make a guy miss and maybe get north. Wasn't able to do that, and now we've got fourth down.
And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Got his man in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. He lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Finds us back in the middle. At the 45 on its way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a man all alone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Under fire. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Rush is on him. dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Auburn offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Simmons. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game. And you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron.